Fastest charging electric car outside of China ever tested in Europe. Charged the battery from 10% to 80% in 19 minutes. That's actually faster than any other EV, including any Porsche, any Kia or Hyundai. Even cars with 350 kilowatt fast charging, this is faster. You can charge the battery more than 100 kilometers of range in less than 5 minutes. 570 kilometers of WLTP range, so well over 340 miles. In addition, it's all-wheel drive, and it has the ability to do 0 to 62 miles an hour, or 0 to 100, in 3.9 seconds. It also uses a very similar system to Tesla with its full self-driving, vision-based autonomy, which is considered to be the best you can buy currently in China. After seeing how much of an incredible success the Xpeng G9 has been in Europe, I mean, it's the best-selling large electric SUV in numerous European countries. If it's not the best-selling, it's either second or third place. Norway, best-selling large electric SUV, Xpeng's G9. And I'd heard all this stuff, right? I'd seen the sales figures and I thought, well, what's the deal with the G9? Then I saw, guys, this was actually back in around about January of this year. There was a 26 car test. They tested 26 electric cars to see how far they could drive, what their range was in comparison to their claimed range, and how fast they could charge. Interestingly, now hundreds of EVs have been tested by this one publication in Europe. They're very well known, very famous in Europe. The fastest charging EV that they've ever tested from hundreds of vehicles is the G9. So fortunately, I was able to go to the Melbourne Electric Car Show and see the G9. Hey guys, I'm here at the Melbourne EV show. This is the G9 SUV. It's coming to Australia next year. This is potentially a 7-seater. There's not many 7-seat electric vehicles on the market. I actually really love this car. It looks amazing. You guys are going to see this interior. The interior will just blow your mind. I'm absolutely a big fan of this car. Just see what it's all about. See what this car that's coming to Australia next year. See what the price is going to be. The approximate price, is it any good? Well, yeah, this thing is amazing. It actually, like I said, holds the record for the fastest charging EV ever on test. It charged from 10 to 80% in 19 minutes. That is actually significantly faster than the so-called 350 kilowatt charging EVs from Porsche, the Kia EV9, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Kia EV6. It actually charged faster than all those cars. Just a shade under 19 minutes. When you consider the size of the battery pack in that vehicle, that's amazing. It's a very big battery and it can charge at an incredible speed. One of the interesting things about the G9 is the Volkswagen Group actually they tested the G9 and they went to Xpeng and said, we want to buy the architecture. We want to buy the actual electric architecture, the platform, the skateboard that the G9 has. And the Xpeng Group said, okay, how much are you going to pay for this? And obviously the Volkswagen Group said a lot. What do you want? So anyway, the Volkswagen Group now will be using Xpeng's G9 electric architecture for their future Volkswagen EV. So it's actually pretty damn impressive. One other thing, it does have level 2 assisted autonomous driving, but the new version of this car is likely to get the Xpeng Group's new Tesla driving. When I say Tesla driving, basically the Volkswagen Group, that's another reason that they bought the architecture, the software from Xpeng, but their software, Xpeng software, is incredible. And Xpeng they're going down the route now of not using LiDAR, using vision only for autonomous driving. Their autonomous driving systems are said to be the best in China of any vehicle manufacturer that is actually selling you the technology as a consumer, not a robo-taxi consumer, for example. So the software in Europe has been reviewed. This vehicle's been reviewed in Europe. It's kind of a famous car in Europe for holding the charging speed record. And customers, like I said, they are buying a lot of these vehicles. Here's the thing. The G9 was the top selling mid or large luxury or large purely electric SUV in Norway, in Denmark, in Israel. It's in the top 3 in Sweden, the Netherlands, Apparently, they're going to have 160 dealerships in Germany by the end of this year. These guys are going hard because for Xpeng, exports are now very, very important. 10% of their sales so far this year have been exports, but they want to get that mixed to around 50%. As of July, Xpeng had entered 30 countries and regions, including Europe, the Middle East, Latin America, and during the second half of this year, they will enter the United Kingdom, Australia, various Southeast Asian regions like Thailand. They're also in Hong Kong and Taiwan. Now, I've been told the price, but I'm not allowed to share that with you. I'm sorry, but I can tell you this will be the most affordable large SUV in Australia, period. And when I say the most affordable, it will be much more affordable than the similarly sized Kia EV9. If there's a good reason to hold off buying an EV9 or buying a large electric SUV, then this is that vehicle. How big is it actually? It's 4.9 meters long. And it has some pretty damn impressive features. As you can see, I got to test some of these features. They work incredibly well. I'm a huge fan of this car. In fact, I really, really like it. Hey guys, I'm here at the Melbourne EV show. This is the G9 SUV. It's coming to Australia next year. This is potentially a 7-seater. There's not many 7-seat electric vehicles on the market. I actually really love this car. It looks amazing. You guys are going to see this interior. The interior will just blow your mind. I'm absolutely a big fan of this car. So what are we looking at in terms of the size? It's a large vehicle. It's about the size of a Tesla Model X. So it's bigger than a Tesla Model Y. It's bigger than the Xpeng G6 over there. This is the large, kind of luxury electric SUV. But the pricing, I can't tell you guys the pricing exactly now, but we know the price is going to be really, really competitive with internal combustion engine vehicles in this category. In fact, potentially cheaper than their rivals. It's going to be very, very affordable. I can tell you one thing, it'll be cheaper than the Kia EV9. That's what I can tell you, for sure. So this car, you guys, honestly, I just found out the approximate prices. I'm standing here thinking, is this real? Is this true? And apparently it is true. So this is amazing news for EV guys. If you're an EV fan, if you're watching the channel, you're probably an EV fan. This is unbelievable news. Range, okay, there's 3 different models coming. The longest range version has 570 kilometers of range. So that's a lot of range for a car this big, right? There's going to be a single motor version, the cheapest version. Then there'll be a dual motor version and dual motor performance version. So the dual motor performance version will be kind of like their plaid version. It'll be really fast. It'll do 0 to 100 in 0 to 62 miles an hour in about 3.5 seconds. So really cool car, guys. Let's check this out. Let's have a look at the interior, the exterior. My favorite feature of these Xpeng vehicles, actually this model, zero gravity seats in combination with their meditation. Weird that I would say this, guys. I've never cared about meditation in a car, but when you experience it, you've got to go try this for yourself. The meditation session, it really feels like you're having this crazy meditation session. And the way they do that is with their sound systems. They have Dolby Atmos, and it's all 27 speakers. The sound in these cars is like, it feels like there's birds tweeting over there and then a different bird tweeting over here. It's pretty amazing. Let's check it out. Just moved into the back seat here. The back seat's got a lot of space. Very wide car. Plenty of space for 3 adults back here. Interior space. You can see there's plenty of room. I'm just under 6 foot. That's pretty good. The biggest thing I've noticed with this car is the leather. So you can see here, leather on everything. And it's the softest leather I've ever felt. It's Napa leather. Really, really nice. Back of the seats, aluminium trim around the seats here. DIN audio 27 speaker sound system with Dolby Atmos. You can see here the brushed chrome aluminium around here. Massage seats in the back. So right now the seat it's actually massaging me right now, which is, kind of nice. Having a nice massage in here. I'm pretty impressed by the quality of the interior of this car. Another thing I noticed, guys, was USB points in the back here. You've also got the angle of the seats. You don't feel like you're up too high. They're actually angled back. You see they're kind of angled back like this. and they've got bolstering on the side of the seat here. So when you go around a corner, you feel like the bolstering does kind of hug you a little bit and you're not kind of flying around the car doing this. That's a cool feature. Frameless windows, that's nice. Nice feature as well. Even got Napa leather up there as well. I'm here with Paulie from Xpeng. How do you say it? Is it Xpeng or Xpeng? Xpeng.
Or some people say Japan overseas.
Let's just go with Xpeng. All right, we're here in the interior, and this is, a lot of people have said to me today, the interior of this car is maybe the nicest of any car here. These screens here, I'm blown away because the screen here is got a feature that I didn't know existed. Is that Australian design regulations or is that just general countries?
I think that's general designs, but as you can see when you're the driver, you can't see the third screen whatsoever.
So yeah, the third screen is kind of blacked out from the driver's position so that the passenger can watch YouTube. It's got Spotify, Disney Plus, Apple TV. Yeah, I'm guessing you can put anything on there. So basically the passenger there can watch as many movies and things as they like without the driver being distracted, which would be actually quite annoying. Actually, you have all that white, you know what I mean, have stuff coming at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's actually a cool feature. Obviously the driver there has their own digital media screen and a second screen here for maps, and obviously wireless charging. But is there any features here in this car? Does it have the zero gravity?
It does. It does. Mindfulness space. It does. It does. Dolby Atmos. You've got the mindfulness space as well.
So guys, that puts your seat back into a zero gravity position, kind of like what you get in first class in an air flight. But in first class, you don't get the meditation feature in this car.
Correct.
With 27 Dolby Atmos speakers, where it literally does do a meditation course for you. And it literally feels, even though I'm kind of stressed because I've been doing this all day for 2 days and I'm tired, I feel relaxed almost immediately, hearing the music and getting the massage feeling, being laid back in that position. It is quite cool. And I highly recommend anyone does this because heart attacks are the biggest issue in Australia. And this is definitely something, if you did this regularly, you would be calmed down that for sure. Maybe if you're in traffic, don't do it. If you're stressed and you're in traffic, but as soon as you get home, just don't get out of the car, just sit in here and do that. Is there any features in here, man, that you could tell us about?
Yeah, just the electric seats. The sound system is superb.
Yeah. Speaking of the seats, it's actual Napa leather, yeah?
It is correct. Yeah. And then you've got, it comes out as well, like for bottom to support you underneath as well. Yeah. Well, it features air, the way it diffuses.
Metal. It's really got metal pedals, almost like a sports car.
Almost like an aircraft, the way the air diffuses.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice. It feels like it's actual real aluminium. It feels like hard. Yeah. Okay. And other than that, we know that you're going to be bringing in 3 models.
Correct.
Do you know the difference between those 3?
There'll be the standard battery. Do
you know the size of the standard battery?
Not sure.
I'll look that up when I get back.
There'll be the mid, and then there'll be the dual motor performance.
Yeah. So dual motor performance. Now, I did get told pricing, which obviously we can't say, but it sounds like you would be in a segment all to yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. Pricing, people will be pleasantly surprised when it hits the market.
Pleasantly is an understatement. I'm sitting here, I'm just thinking, what the freak? How is this possible?
Yeah, it's going to sell. I think it'll sell very well.
This is what would be more premium about a Mercedes or a BMW? Because you worked at Mercedes.
Yeah.
In what way? I can't think of any way.
I can't. No, I can't.
Air suspension, right?
Correct.
Which I showed on the video, lowering back at the back.
Yep. All air struts. You can adjust the firm, softer ride depending what you like. It's pretty hard to beat. It's
got the ability to park itself.
Correct.
Yeah. So if it's raining, you can just park it.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. It'll just take you to the next spot, park itself automatically.
You can summon it to you as well.
You can.
So if we're over there and we want the car to come to us because it's pouring with rain, we can just summon it on your phone.
You can do it through the app.
Is there any other car that does that right now that you know of?
Not that I know of, no.
No, I mean, I think Tesla's working on that. But honestly, you and Tesla would be it, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. One of the first.
Okay, so three different models. Now, can you tell us any idea when it's going to be coming?
We're hoping we'll have it sort of mid next year. That's a
mid next year. I'm impatient though.
That's too long for me to wait.
It's exciting. I think a lot of people are after the show. I think that's how it's become.
There's been people like all around this car.
Yeah, there has.
I think they like the combination of colour.
Yeah.
The interior colour looks really good.
It's great. Yeah.
What colour would you get?
Yeah, I actually like the dark. I think it's a nice contrast with the saddle trim.
Speaking of colour though, what about this roof? Is it? I've looked to me like you can actually change the tint of the roof. Is that right?
I'm not sure. I don't
have to check on that.
Yeah, I'd have to check for you.
Because to me, it looked like it had that ability, but we'll check on that for later. Yeah. All right, mate. Is there any other features that we got here? So up here we've got the traditional thing that
electric rear seats.
Yep.
Massage seats.
So when you say electric rear seats, what does that mean?
So you can move this forward and adjust this electrically in the back as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah, electric. Even this one here, like you can adjust it from your side.
Do you know how many points of adjustability there is? Or well, looking at that, there's so many buttons down there, man. I'm
massage, heat, ventilation.
What about memory? Does it remember your?
It does
position?
Your profiles.
Profiles.
Yeah, it does all different profiles up to 6.
Okay. And obviously got the LED light. I'm guessing you can change the color of that light.
You can change the color to whatever mood.
Okay. And performance of this? Do you know the performance?
0 to 100, 3.9.
3.9 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think you want anything faster than that.
No, it's great. Fantastic.
Okay, mate. I'm looking forward to this car coming because it's actually it's meeting a segment that no one's really meeting right now.
At a whole new price point.
At a new price point.
Yeah.
I said that, you watch me sometimes.
Yeah.
I've said that about Xpeng for ages.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, absolutely.
That Xpeng at a price point that no one else is really at.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the quality.
Yeah.
And the software. They're doing the software so well.
State of the art.
Yeah. Dude, going from Mercedes to this, it's such a big upgrade. Who would have thought that, right? But the world's changed, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
New age.
Yeah.
New age.
Yeah. Hey guys, one cool feature that I've just discovered while we've been filming this video is when you open and close the front door here, the seat position changes. So what happens is when you open the door, the seat comes back and it lowers for you. So you have more space to get out of the car between your legs and the steering wheel. So when you first get in the car, you think to yourself, oh, this is so low. You get in, you close the door, and it pushes up and then forward into your right seating position. It's one really little interesting feature that I've discovered that actually makes a big difference to getting in and out of the car. Now, when I did my speech before, some people were saying a Tesla vehicle, the space was hard to get in and out of. So this kind of solves that issue of being hard to get in and out. I don't know if it even would be an issue in this car, but it gives you heaps of room.